Welcome everybody to day 9. So today is going to be a sun salutation variation mix. So today you might just need some bricks, but just be open to how the variations of the sun salutations can create certain sequences and also brings that traditional flow of poses into a different way. So we'll start with the classical and we'll move all the way through, but let's get started all the way lying down into our Shavasana. And as always, remember, notice your lower back. So if they are a little achy, knock the knees in, bend the knees. You can be in a butterfly, but this external rotation might be quite a lot, especially if you're doing this in the morning. And of course, you can always have your legs straight. You can have the arms away from you, on you. Again, it does not matter. What matters is we need to arrive. And I say that every single time. So maybe giving your shoulders and everything a little wiggle, your hips, your legs. And when you're ready to find stillness, invite that in. And if you've closed down the eyes, keep them closed, or maybe have that soft gaze. And it's a wonderful time now to have a quick scan around your bodies, noticing areas that maybe feel a little tight, a little tender, maybe even a little stuck today. And as we've been moving through this challenge, I have noticed actually within my own back a lot of improvements. But still, it's an area that I know I need to be careful of. So like me, if you have an injury or something you know that bothers you, you just maybe need to take that little bit of extra care. It's a beautiful time now to connect to your breath. And if you're familiar with the Ujjayi breath, that constriction at the back of the throat, or maybe that lovely whistling within the trees or the ocean breath, I invite you to find that now. Or simply finding an equal inhalation and exhalation through the nose. And when you feel ready to invite some movement in your body, let's bend the knees, take them as wide as the mat. Take the arms either shoulder level or even into a cactus position and just start a very simple windscreen wipe. I like to tilt my tailbone at the end. I always get a little click in my back, almost resetting everything. Good. And let's take a full body stretch and a yawn if that feels good. Taking your arms overhead, go over towards your left side, creating a banana shape. Maybe the right ankle crosses over the left. Don't let the hips lift. You want to be having a lateral side bend. Good. And then up and over to the other side. Wonderful. Gently coming back, drawing your knees in towards your chest. Roll out your ankles here. Lovely. Give those legs a little stretch to the ceiling. Give the back of the knees a rub. Don't have to be straight. And if you can, it's a great time now to roll out your wrists and your ankles one more time as you give them a little shake or a little kick. Good. Hugging those knees in towards your chest, lifting your nose up towards your knees, giving a little squeeze and come back down. We'll do this a couple more times. Lifting up on the inhale, down on the exhale. Let's do 2 more. Lifting up and down. Again, a little lift up and down. Keep your hands on your knees, separate your knees and do those lovely circles. Okay, you can do them in one big circle, but I like to separate and I'm getting a little bit more work in those hips as well. My core activates a little here. Good, change your direction. Lovely. Beautiful. Hug your knees in. Have a little rock forwards and backwards. Those of you that feel that you want to rock all the way up, great. If not, roll to a side with me, but I need everybody to meet me on their sides. I've actually got my left hand underneath me and my knees in a little tuck. I'm going to raise my right arm up for an inhale, and an exhale, I'm going to thread the needle underneath. Now this always feels a lot harder as I thread the needle because your hips are grounded. You're really going to have to work that upper body to have that rotation. Obviously for me, it's very tight. So this is a really great way to pin those hips down so I don't have that little cheat. Just do 1 more. And then I'm going to guide you through a little more. So if you can thread the arm all the way through, this is the awkward part. Walk the other arm forwards. You might need a little bit of support, but if you can keep threading that arm through, you can rest the head down. Mine doesn't make it that way, but I'm just having a little twist. Breathe. Good. And then slowly unthread. And then you can lift up and over, or you can swing your legs round like me, and we'll make our way to the other side. Lifting up on the inhale, and then the exhale to thread. This is a great time to notice how uneven your rotation is at the upper body. Couple more. So on this side, it's going to be quite hard for me to get down. So that's when we have to listen and how we can maybe modify a little bit more. Do 1 more. See if you can thread all the way down. I have to walk my other arm, and then this one having a little twist. Again, this is as far as my body allows me to go. If you can have that full line down, perfect. Wonderful. Gently unthreading and coming back. Swivel now onto your 4-point kneeling, tabletop, shoulders over wrists, hips over knees, knees hip distance apart. Let's work from the tailbone for our cat-cow. Lifting the tailbone, sinking the belly, finding your inhalation. Tailbone underneath, navel to spine, chin to chest, finding your exhale. Good, so let's move through this undulation of spine. Now, if you would like to add a scoop to activate your arms, you can scoop forwards and scoop on back. Let's do a few of these, scooping forwards, scooping on back. Good. Finding the inhale, finding your exhale. Lovely. 2 more. Lovely. Meet me back in tabletop, but I want you to tuck your toes underneath. Shift your body forward, arch the back again, finding that cow pose. Bend the arms and see if the chest will come to the floor, the chin will come to the floor, and nice and cruelly see if you can push yourself back up. Oh. Again, shifting forward, arching the back, chin to chest, and come back up. Oh, 2 more. Shifting forward, arch the back. Keep those hips as high as you can. 1 more. Shift forward, but this time, chest, chin. Use those toes to push you forward and onto your belly and making your way into your cobra. Scooping up, have a little movement side to side here. Little wiggle. Gently lower back down, tuck your toes back to 4-point kneeling, sit bones back to heels, and then lift all the way up to your down dog and pedal that down dog out. Let's get into those hamstrings. Let's lengthen our spine. Now in your down dog, move it around. Maybe the hips are swaying, the knees are bending, or the chest goes back towards the thighs. Now remember, down dog isn't your friend. Tabletop is a perfect variation. But move it out. Maybe it's a twisting down dog with a swivel of the knees. Some people like to reach their hands towards their ankles and have a little twist. Again, all of this happens in our tabletop. Good. Now, wherever we are, let's lift back up and walk our feet towards our hands. Take your time. And when you get there, hang in your ragdoll, taking opposite elbow, just releasing. Good. Gently release the arms, roll up through the body. The very, very top, give the shoulders a little roll. Take your hands towards your low back, fingers pointing down. Ground down through the feet, pull up through those legs so they're really strong. Activate those glutes. Inhale, lift your nose, chin, chest, and think, oh, my back. Just opening up that chest. Good. Exhale, soften the knees, roll all the way back down towards the floor. Blocks are really handy now if you choose to use them. Step back with your right foot and lower the knee. Let's bring our fingers to the floor, puff the chest, open the heart, hanging onto that lunge here. Nice, I've got bricks just to be useful. Move them out the way, step back, down dog or tabletop, pedal out your feet. Rippling forwards for your plank pose. Drop our knees for everybody. Arch the back, chest, chin, we've been here before. Scoop through and up towards your cobra. Up and back to your downward facing dog. Good. Right leg through the gates of the arms. Give it a little helping hand. Keep that back leg engaged. Option to use your bricks. Drive those hips forward and down and puff the chest up and open. Good. Big step with the back leg to join the front leg. Deep forward fold. Raise the arms. Inhale. This time, keep the palms together, squeeze the glutes and think, oh, my back, one more time. Exhale, deep forward fold down towards the floor. Step back with your left leg this time. Lower the knee. Drive the hips forward and down, open the chest. Good, step back, downward facing dog. Pedal it out, walk it out. Ripple it forwards to plank pose, protraction through the shoulders. Everyone lowers the knees, arch the back, chest, chin to the floor. Scoop through and up to your cobra. Up and back, downward facing dog. Pedal it out. Left leg through the gates of the arms. Give it a helping hand. Find those bricks. Keep the back leg engaged, but drive the hips forward and down and open the chest. Big step forward with the back leg to join the front leg. Give it a help. Deep forward fold. Raising up. Squeeze the glutes. Firm the back. Little back bend here. Good. Hands come back to heart centers. Stay still. Good. Staying here. Gently bend the knees. Sit low to your chair pose. Close your rib cage. Hold it here. Lovely. You're going to straighten your legs, but you're going to raise the right leg up towards your chest. Good. Holding it here. I'm going to turn around. Step that foot back, finding high lunge. Inhale. Good. Sinking a little lower, a little lower. Now, I want you to keep going, but don't slam that knee to the floor. If you need to, take your hand to your thigh and a very slow descent to your lunge. If not, bring your hands down to the floor and bring the knee down. Come all the way down nice and slowly. Very slowly. Good. Move those blocks if you've got them. Everybody step back, downward facing dog. Ripple forwards to your plank pose. Lower your knees, arch the back, chest, chin to the floor, scoop through and up to your cobra. Back and up, downward facing dog. Good. Right leg back through the gates of the arms. Options to keep your hands on the floor or lift up back to that high lunge. Ooh. Good, hold it here. Take your time. Now, you're going to step that back foot to join the front foot to chair pose. So it might be a big swoop or it might be a little hop with me, finding chair. Close your ribs. Drive the hips forward, squeeze the glutes, straighten legs, find the back bend. Exhale, deep forward fold. One more time, sit back into that chair pose, inhale. Good, raise the left leg up towards the chest, straighten the right. Lovely. Step back, high lunge. So here's going to be that descent to the floor, very slow and controlled, making your way down. Remember, you can use your hands or you can just place your hands down, finding that lunge. Step back, downward facing dog. Pedal it out. Lovely. Ripple forwards, plank pose. Those of you that want to go knees, chest, chin, all in one go, do that. Or lower your knees, arch the back, chest, chin to the floor. Scoop through and up, cobra. Back and up, downward facing dog. Pedal it out. Lovely. Bringing that left leg through the gates of the arms, give it a helping hand. Raise the arms back for high lunge or keep the arms where they are. They don't have to lift. Good. Now, the back leg is going to join the front leg either in one big step or little hops to get there. So it's either shoo or little hops coming to your chair pose. Close the ribs. Straighten up, squeeze the glutes, drive the hips forward, open the chest like a ripple, like a wiggly worm. Exhale, deep forward fold. Good, back to chair pose, inhale. Good, draw that right leg up to your chest. Good, hold it here. Either invite the balance, have little wobbles, or push the hips forward. Drive in towards your arms as you lift and open your chest. Hang out here. Equilibrium, so you've got to press, hips forward, invite the wobbles. You can go a little further back if you feel good. Bring it back, reset. Nice, shake it out. So with that one, the more that you can push into the hands and to the knee, driving those hips forward, squeezing the glutes with everything that we've been doing, it will work. Ready, bend the knees, sit low, chair pose. Left leg into the hands, straighten and lift up. Maybe this is the time to start to arch, push, squeeze. If you fall over, that's okay. It just means you've gone past for where your body can hold you. So then you can try again. Good, maybe you lift the chin a little more. Woo. Gently come on back. Reset. Let it go. Exhale, deep forward fold down towards the floor. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, base the hands down. Bend the knees. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Maybe sitting back and making your way into boat pose, or walk your hands back, find your bottom, bring your legs out. Hands can be underneath you, out or behind you. We'll lift the legs. Good. Options to stay here. Breathe. Holding here. Excellent. Gently bring everything back down. Scooch those legs forward, straightening them out. If you do have your bricks, you can use them. You can always sit on that block to give you that tilt to allow you to go forward, or we can use them in a moment. Raise the arms up on the inhale. Exhale, reaching forwards. Options to stay here. Create as much length as you can. Don't go backwards. Allow yourself to go forwards. If you do have long hamstrings or you want a little bit more length to your hands, depending on your anatomy, sometimes those bricks can aid as a little bit more help to hook your feet. And it's great because you can actually flex those feet a bit more and you can get more flexion, and then you notice the stretch in the back of the legs into or the lower back for myself. Breathe. Good. Gently let it all the way go. Maybe that little bit of softness, more of like a yin style relaxation. Good. Gently coming on up. Squid your bottom towards your heels. Have a little roll all the way down, hugging those knees in. Lovely. Keep a hold of your right leg, let your left leg go. It could be straight or bent. Coming into a half happy baby, so you could hook the toes, hold on to the ankle, hold on to the back of the leg. But I like to have a little wiggle here. I don't know why, but when I'm reclined, I always find this really challenging. It's because the floor is our hardest prop. It doesn't allow you to shift your hips certain ways, so there's no cheating. Good. Draw it back in towards your chest. Switch sides, left leg into your chest and release. Again, taking your happy baby on this side. Good. And we'll come into a full happy baby when you're ready. Bringing the soles of the feet together, coming into a happy butterfly. Move it around. Good. Gently hugging your knees into your chest one more time. Let's take it in towards a twist, so arms could be shoulder level or cactus, dropping your knees in either direction. Just allowing that stretch through the side body, into shoulders, into your back, legs, depending on how or where you feel it. Up and over, opposite side. Bringing it back, hugging your knees in. And let's settle down for our Shavasana. Bringing the soles of our feet together, you can come into a butterfly and hand on heart and belly. Your legs can be straight, legs can be bent, knocking your knees in, your choice. But I invite you to close down your eyes. I invite you to have this time to rest. As we went through a classical sun salutation with some lovely variations all the way through, showing you how you can use them as a base to create some sequences. So now is the time to rest, to relax, to allow the breath to be easy and natural, softening the jaw, softening the shoulders, allowing your hips to be heavy and your legs to be relaxed. If you are not relaxed, change your position so you feel comfortable. invite stillness in. But if you start to fidget, I invite you to listen to sounds around you. Connect to your senses to allow you to stay present. So maybe it's sounds. Maybe it's noticing the pressure points of the body on the floor or on the mat. If the eyes are open, it could be what you are seeing. A room that you're always in, maybe there's something you've never noticed. It could be smells, or could even be the last thing that you had on or in your mouth before you came to yoga. For me, it's that cup of coffee. But I invite you to stay as you are, or wiggle your toes, your fingers, have a little ease. And you're going to roll to a side if you choose to. And of course, you're welcome to bring yourself up towards a seat if you would like to join me. Either sitting as tall or however you choose to, raising the arms, bringing them together and in toward the midline, drawing your head towards your chest. And I thank you for letting me be your guide today. Namaste.